the age of male indifference. Something strange is happening, not in one country, not in one culture, not in one generation. Across the world, millions of men are quietly walking away. Not marching, not protesting, not demanding anything, simply withdrawing. And almost nobody seems to understand what they're withdrawing from. Hello, I am Dr. K. Paul Stoller, and for years, society has been told a story that men are afraid of commitment, afraid of responsibility, afraid of growing up. But what if that isn't what is happening at all? What if men aren't refusing responsibility? What if they're refusing transactions that no longer make sense to them? Because when enough people stop participating in a system, the first question shouldn't be what's wrong with them. The first question should be what changed in the system. Around the world, men have been doing math, not financial math, life math. They look at marriage, they look at divorce rates, they look at family courts, they look at relationship expectations, they look at emotional demands. And increasingly, they arrive at the same conclusion. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. Whether that conclusion is right or wrong is almost irrelevant, because once enough people believe it, their behavior changes, and behavior shapes civilization. The mistake many people make is imagining these men are miserable. Some are. Some will disappear into distraction, video games, pornography, substances, endless entertainment. But those aren't the men who interest me. The men who interest me are the builders, the men who looked at modern society and said, if the traditional rewards are disappearing, then I will build something else. These men are redirecting energy once devoted to courtship, relationships, approval, status, and they're investing it elsewhere: health, business, spiritual development, skills, freedom, mastery, peace. Here's my prediction. 10 years from now, the most valuable men will not be competing for attention. They will be competing for peace. The status symbol of the future will not be luxury. It will be sovereignty. A man with control over his time, his mind, his finances, his health, his emotional state, his attention. The future elite won't necessarily be the richest. They will be the least controllable. As this continues, the dating market changes, not because standards fall, but because participation falls. Many of the men women hope to meet simply stop showing up, not because they hate women, not because they became bitter, but because they discovered they could build meaningful lives without romantic validation. And once someone learns how to be happy alone, they become very difficult to negotiate with. Over the next decade, I believe we'll see the rise of something new. Not political movements, not social movements, lifestyle movements, networks of men who prioritize competence over status, purpose over approval, brotherhood over competition, health over consumption, meaning over entertainment. These men won't necessarily reject relationships, but relationships will no longer occupy the center of their existence, and that changes everything. The greatest change won't be economic, it won't be political, it won't even be demographic, it will be psychological. For thousands of years, men were driven by external incentives. Today, many of those incentives are losing power, and once external incentives disappear, a man is forced to answer a terrifying question: who am I if nobody is watching? Some will collapse under that question. Others will become extraordinary. I don't believe we're entering an age of angry men. I believe we're entering an age of indifferent men. And indifference is far more powerful than anger. Anger still wants engagement. Indifference simply walks away. The question is not whether this transformation is happening. The question is what civilization looks like when millions of men decide that peace is worth more than participation. Because 10 years from now, the world may discover that the most important revolution wasn't led by people fighting the system. It was led by people quietly opting out of it,